In infrastructure, India launched the Global India Public Infra Repository and Social Impact Fund. So one is the Social Impact Fund, and second is the Global Digital Public Infra Repository. Okay. So this is one of the three DPI deliverable that were endorsed by the G20 Delhi leaders. That was endorsed by the G20 New Delhi leaders, and other two deliveries are framework for the building DPI and mobilizing the DPI. Development in low and middle income countries also there. So digital public infra in this first one is the digital public infra repository. This is developed by Ministry of Electronics, like MIT is developing this, and aim bridge the knowledge gap in the choices and methodology required for the design, construction, deployment, and it was showcased the information in the standardized format from the country and organization that have developed, incorporating the maturity scale source codes and 54 DPI in 16 countries. Now next is a social impact fund, that is government-led multi-stakeholder initiative. Fast track implementation global south. It is platform for the stakeholder to contribute to the fund and they help the accelerating the sustainable development goal in low and middle income countries, and India has pledged for the initial commitment 25 million USD financial support for the upstream and the non-technical country developing. Now next one is DPI is a set of shared digital system built open standards and specification to deliver provide the equitable access for the public private societal. So now digital public infra in this enable the remote paperless less service delivery, reducing the cost, increasing access and digital records. Now public movement and the accountability for public interest and the government station infra like enable for the national scale innovation, ecosystem for implementation and ecosystem level of the impact that is delivered in the public and private format domain. So key pillars are there: open, interoperable and extensible scalable technology, robust governance framework like legal and data protection, and resilient local system that is technical, ensuring community participation. Foundational elements are also there: identity, payments, and data exchange. India DPX architecture known as India Stack, and that is Aadhaar enable payment system, and the DigiLocker for the account of aggregator. Now next, national logistic policy. So India market is the first anniversary for the logistic. Logistic means transportation, handling the goods between the points of production, consumption, storage, and value addition. So the logistic infra is a station, multilateral logistic parks and warehousing connected by roads, railway, shipping, and inland waterway and pipeline. So key aspect are the $259 billion, that is value of the India logistics sector, that is $259 billion. We are 38 rank in the logistic according to the World Bank, and 13 to 14% of the GDP is the cost of India's logistics sector. Okay, this one is a logistic and announced the 2022 seamless flow of the goods across the country, improve the India's good competitiveness. It derived the economical growth of the integrated, seamless, efficient, resilient, sustainable, efficient logistic, reduce the cost of logistics by 2030, improve the logistic performance index, and create data-driven decision support in logistics. So comprehensive logistic action plan is also there, which is consisting for the specific action area like infographic, that is national logistic policy. So eight areas are there. First is integrated digital logistic, exim import export, service improvement, sectoral plans, efficient logistic, facilitate the development of logistic park, standardizing the physical assets and the benchmarking, quality standard, logistic human resource development, and capacity building and state engagement. Digitalization in the 14 industry player, that is unified logistic platform, integrated 34 logistic related digital system, GST data across the department, state engagement in the 22 sectors for the logistic policy, And grievance redressal is also there for the 29 business associations. So grievance redressal and ease of doing business and ease of logistic services, that is also there. Okay. So leads report. What is leads report? It is Ministry of the Commerce and Industry which is unveiled the logistic ease across the different state. So name is logistic ease across different states. Okay, and this launched by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry and Logistic Performance Index of the World Bank, and that is from the World Bank. And this leads scheme comes from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. India is the 30th rank and ranked country of the sixth dimension, including custom infra, ease of arranging the shipment, quality logistics service, tracking and tracing timeline. Lead start is in the UT and state efficiency for logistic ecosystem. There are some pillars like support provided by the UT policy and the process improvement in logistic. Enable the stock of physical infrastructure, logistic infra service and operating regulatory environment. So, key findings are the initiative undertake 21 states and 2 UTs, state logistic policy and industry status logistics sector 15 states and 1 UT, and the total length of the roads and railway, that is 21% is roads and railway are total 9%. PM Gati Shakti scheme. So PM Gati Shakti was a finding highlight, that is 2 year, and it in 2021 October it was launched. It is facilitate the last mile connectivity for logistic cost is decreasing logistic cost. Expected implementation of was the reduction of the pre-alignment, finalizing the infra subjects, increasing information through the provision of data, upcoming connectivity, digital master planning tool, that is BIZAG, and that was the Bhaskaracharya National Institute for Space Application and Geoinformatics in a dynamic geographical information system GIS, development of the multimodal logistic, that is Bharatmala and the Sagarmala. PM Gati Shakti, that is aimed to provide the multimodal connectivity infrastructure in the economic zone. An economical zone refer to the cluster where the economical activity is manufacturing as a value service or other services are being carried out. Objective of this plan is to incorporate the economical zone like pharma, textile, defense corridor, electronic parks, to set up a unified portal, that is 16 ministry, railway, roadways, and planning, innovating, and financing, leveraging technology. Now it will be the seven engine, that is road, railway, airport, port, mass transport, waterways, and the logistic infra. National infra pipeline included the seven pillars or engines. Six pillars of the PM Gati Shakti. First is integrating all the existing planned initiative for the various ministry, enabling the prioritization of the project through the cross-sectoral interaction. Assist the ministry in the planning for the modification or the expansion of the identification in the gap, ensuring the coordination in the department, delay the clashes, and the providing the entire data in the one place, that is GIS based spatial and analytical tool. Next is identify the vital intervention for enhancing, upgrading the master plan in the department. Now, dedicated freight corridor. So, Eastern dedicated been completed fully in 2023. It is a railway corridor designed for the rapid and efficient transportation of the goods and commodities for the high speed, high capacity. So, that is dedicated freight corridor. And decongesting India's railway network by separating freight traffic from the passenger traffic. Implementing agencies dedicated freight corridor corporation of the India, and you can see in this figure there is a funded by the JICA, Japan International Cooperation Agency, and World Bank is also funding this. And this is the 1176 kilometer, that is Western dedicated freight corridor, and Eastern corridor is also there, that is 975 and 1115, and it is 84% is approved, Eastern one. Okay, and funded by World Bank and JICA. So there is Dadri and Sananad, Makapura, New Golwad, and the Vedana. It is a whole-owned enterprises of the Ministry of Railways set up under 2006. Okay, And dedicated coal, that is railway ministry, under the railway ministry, dedicated coal corridor is under the Ministry of Railway. This is developing for the Odisha, Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh, the transportation of the coal in this area. Regional rapid transit system. Now next is regional rapid transit system. The first regional rapid transit system launched in the Namo Bharat rapid train. So Namo Bharat rapid trains are from the Duhai reports. Now it is new dedicated high speed, high capacity, comfortable service. These will operate the speed 160 km per hour, and it create a passenger looking to travel relatively longer distance and fewer stop and higher speed. Speed is high and longer distance, that is regional rapid transit project, and it will be provide the reliable high frequency point to point regional travel for the dedicated pathway implementing in the national capital region. So incorporating the joint venture, that is the National Capital Region Transport Corporation, Government of India and State of Delhi, Haryana and Rajasthan and UP, that is Haryana, Rajasthan and UP and Government of India both are launching National Capital Region, that is Transport Corporation. It is administered controlled by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs and Regional Rapid Transit System Project, that is composition is secretary in the official level, managing director, one nominated director, four nominee director. Designing, developing, implementing, financing, ensuring balanced, sustainable urban development and connectivity. That is the National Capital Region Transport Corridor, and this is developing by the 2013 joint venture of the Government of India and the State of Delhi, Haryana, and Rajasthan UP. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, that is using under the administration Regional Rapid Transit, that is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, that is using the National Capital Region Transport Transport Corporation. Now next is Kochi Water Metro. India's first water-based metro, that is the Kochi, inaugurated in the Prime Minister. The Kochi Water Metro, innovative and sustainable mode of transportation. Lithium titanium oxide that can be charged in 15 minutes using the build batteries charging. So LTO battery are not only the safest commercial accessible battery but also the longest lasting battery, and this Kochi Water Metro is prestigious award for the best commercial passenger electrical boat. Ro-Ro ferry service, that is movement of the vehicle passengers, and the service are available in various locations like Mumbai, Goa and the Kerala. And Ro-Pax is zone or row of come passenger ferry service, that is the Mumbai and Mandwa. And Maharashtra developed the Eastern Waterway Development and River Cruise Service, that was the Gange Vilas, recently flagged the promote river tourism in the distance for the Bangladesh. Now next one is National Common Mobility Card. So State Bank of India launched the National Common Mobility Card, that is the Rupee prepaid card. Okay, and this card launched the One Nation One Card, that is one nation and one card. The customer may use the single card payment across all the segments like metro, bus and railway, toll, parking, smart city and the retail. So that is the mobility card. So these are the chip based bank issued card, debit, credit and the prepaid card. Unlike the chip based card, this dual interface card which is support both the contact and the contactless transaction. It was developed by the Ministry of the Housing and Urban Affairs, and in the Association National Payment Corporation of India and Center for the Development of Advanced Computing, CDEC and Bharat Electronics. So this contactless interface money is stored separated in offline wallet, initiating the contactless payment limit of the number of the transaction per day, and the top of the wallet can be done only by online mode. So there is a utilizing money from the linked saving. There is a PIN number. So PIN number is required for the authentication of the transaction. The card is utilize the indigenous development of payment ecosystem and issued by payment system provider RuPay, Visa, Mastercard. Swikar is the Swachhata Kiraya automatic fare collection system, that is Swikar, that is in CDEC, developed by the CDEC Swikar. Swikar is Swachhata Swachhalit Kiraya automatic fare collection. Swagat is the Swachhata gate developed by the BAIL, and this chip card has an inbuilt radio frequency antenna that is uses near field communication technology, and this is short range wireless connecting technology, that is magnetic field induction, and they enable communication between devices where they were touched or both within a few centimeters. Now next is the maritime Amrit Kal vision. The Maritime Amrit Kal Vision, that is 2047, during this third Global Maritime Summit was in the Mumbai. So this is the prepared by the Ministry of Ports and Shipping, and India is the global maritime leader, and the first Maritime India Summit was held in the Mumbai and second in 2021. So first was in 2016, then 2021, and now 2047 during the third Maritime Summit, that was in 2023 in the Mumbai, and Maritime Amrit Kal will be 2047. Okay, vision is in 2047. So it is a comprehensive roadmap to transform the India's maritime sector, and sustainable and green maritime sector aimed at marking the 14 major ports and the carbon neutral, embracing the green fuel hydrogen in inland vessel green transactional program, and the green hydrogen bunker like Paradip Port, Deen Dayal Port, Gujarat, and VO Chidambaram Port, that was in the Tamil Nadu. You can see here the Paradip in the Odisha, then Deen Dayal Port, that is in Gujarat, and the Chidambaram, that is in Tamil Nadu. Port modernization is the smart automated port future. Indian ports among the world's 25 ports. Global players shipbuilding, repair, and recycling of the ports, improving the India's tonnage and the quadruple capacity, 100% ocean coastal river cruise sector, that is Make in India is applied, enhance the logistic model share 6% to 12%, other maritime professional services like maritime law and finance, world class education research, maritime cluster development, global maritime presence, and the efficiency enhancement and ecosystem. Now next one is Green Port Guidelines. So, Ministry of Ports and Shipping, that is Harit Sagar, launching a Harit Sagar. Harit Sagar, the Green Port Guidelines. Okay, Harit Sagar guidelines are the advises the ecosystem operation, development, maintenance of the working and nature concept, minimizing impact of biotic components. It lay emphasis on the use of clean green energy in the ports and developing the port capability for the storage and handling green hydrogen, green ammonia, green methanol, ethanol. Port must be meet the 60% of the electricity needs via renewable energy, that is 90% of 2047. So renewable energy by 2030, and it should be 90% by the 2047. So 60% and 90%. Okay. Port must have at least LNG bunking station in 2030, settling up the electrical vehicle charging stations around this area, provision for adopting the Global Green Reporting Initiative, and National Green Hydrogen Mission for the port. So Project Green Port will be two vertical green ports. Like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is also included, National Center Excellence for the Green Port Shipping pilot project in India under the IMO Green Voyage and Draft Green Port Policy. Railway safety in India. What about the railway safety? The recent train accidents of the Balasore district in Odisha, there was a billboard the for issue the railway safety. So Indian Railway is the world fourth largest railway after the US, China, and Russia. So Russia, US is the first one, second China, third is the Russia. Entire trek is covering route length of the 67,000 kilometer. Okay, that is the route. And operation level, fire extinguisher, track management, coverage, what 3x track safety, track recording, car bridge management, electronic interlocking, commission of the railway safety is also there, railway department reserve funds, and Rashtriya Rail Sanraksha Kosh, railway protection force, and deteriorating the operating ratio limits the spending. So according to KEG, 69% of the railway accidents were because of the derailment. Derailment is also a very activity. In that, there is a 69% accident. Congestion of the track and capacity utilization was 10,000 kilometer. Routes exceed the 125%. The genesis, like commission of the railway safety, that is, it was railway inspectorate. It was redesigned as a commission for the railway in 1961. Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, that is its headquarter commission of railway safety, and the Ministry of Civil Aviation, that is under the Ministry of Civil Aviation, and the rationale of the keeping it under the administration control of the Ministry of the Civil Aviation and influence of the railway establishment and prevent the conflict of interest. Deal with the matter related to the safety of the rail and the statutory function, inspection and advisory. Railway Act was also there, and investigation by the serious train accidents. So now there is it taken by the Railway Safety Rashtriya Rail Sanraksha Coach, that is dedicated fund for clear backlogs and safety related faster development of the link. The Hoffman Bush coaches are advanced Hoffman Bush coaches and carrying capacity, lower haulage cost, higher speed, low corrosion, low maintenance, higher passenger comfort and better safety. Bridge management system, that is a web-based IT application developed by the 24 into 7 availability of the bridge information, electronic interlocking ensuring no conflict, and introduction of the Kavach system. So this Kavach system is it's one of the safety device introduced eliminate the train colliding to each other. So Kavach, India's automatic protection system, and that is developed in 2012, and that is named Train Collision Avoidance System, which got the re-stand as a Kavach or the armor, or we can say it is armor or the Kavach. It is indigenously developed by the Research Design and the Standard Organization. So this Kavach system is an indigenously developed system, and that's a state-of-art electronic system that is safety integrity level, providing the protection for the train passing through the signals, red signals. So this is activate the train braking system automatically, prevent the collision and the relay SOS message during the emergency, and centralizing live monitoring for the new network, and the coverage probability is there. Now Bharat new car assessment program. So Bharat new car assessment program, that is Ministry of Road and the Transport, Ministry of Road and the Transport Highway rolled on the indigenously star rating system, and that is enable the India auto manufacturing to get the vehicle tested evaluated by 5-star rating automotive industry standard, that is 19197, contain the oral assessment and method vehicle selection and the procedure various tests are also there. Okay, so you see in this frontal impact test, side impact test, pole side impact test, whiplash test, AOP, COP, safety assisting technology, pedestrian safety, vulnerable user protection. So, model the global new car assessment program, and that is that promote the universal adoption of the United Nations motor vehicle safety standards, and global major project that is toward the zero foundational, and which is registered UK registered charity. Now, next is feature of the Bharat NCAP. It is two passenger vehicle with not more than 8 seats are driver, like 8 plus 1 seats are there. Combustion engine is also there, and that is electrical vehicle. Testing protocol, adult occupant protection and the child occupant protection. Safety assisting technology, adult occupant protection, child occupant protection and safety, and 3 tests are also there, like frontal impact, side impact and side pole impact. And the base of the assessment, 2 separate star ratings are also there. Format testing will be voluntarily and can be car maker will be encouraged to offer their model for the testing. So voluntary testing will be there, and Bharat is a team with pick up a base variant model, that is random sampling, the Automotive Research Association system, that is mandate with the testing of the vehicle under the scheme of the Pune and the Chakan. So, National Highway Authority of India, that is, issued the guidelines for the ratification of the accident-prone sport national highway. Nahai project was directed can undertake the ratification accidental-prone. The such accident-prone are identified by the state police chief and the district road safety committee. Short-term measures are the costing is more than 10 lakh rupees and 25 lakh rupees. Short-term measures are including the installation pedestrian facility, crash barriers and the solar lights. It adopted the principle by 21 African countries and road safety implementing global plan, guiding the documentation implementation of the decade of the action for the road safety in 2021 and 30, and set the ambitious target prevention of the at least 50% of the road traffic by the 2030. So this black spot as a road accident, black spot is a 500-meter stretch in the national highway, and 5 road accident with fatalities, grievous injuries occurred in the past 3 years. Of there is a 10 fatalities total in 3 years. So that is the black spot. Black spot is a place where the 5 fatalities or 5 road accidents carried out in the past 3 years, or there's a 10 fatalities in the past 3 years. That is known as the black spot. Okay. So this is the Nahai. Nahai is a project director can undertake the ratification accidental road sport. So Nahai is issuing the guidelines for the rectification of the accident prone sport on the national highway. Functioning of the major ports in India. So you see here one is the Kandla port. Now there's a Mumbai and the Narva Shava, and JNPT port, Marmagaon port, New Mangalore, Cochin, Tuticorin port, and Ennore and Chennai, Vishakhapatnam, Paradeep and Kolkata port. So department related parliamentary standing committee on the transport, tourism and culture presented the 352 report on the functioning of the major port. Port in India is a broadly categorizing into the two types, that is major ports and minor ports. In Union List 7 schedule of the Constitution, port is included, and minor ports are the jurisdiction of the State Maritime Board, okay, and fall under the concurrent list. And State Maritime Board and the fall under the concurrent list, and the major port that is fall under the Union List of the 7th schedule. So these are the 12 governmental owned major ports. So we have 12 ports in that, 6 in the eastern and 6 in the western coast, and the Major Port Authority Act that was in 2021. The Indian Port Act has a two principal statutes governing the functioning of the major ports. So turnaround time that was arrived to the departure across the India consistency declining 94 hours. India port have witnessed a rise in container traffic, that is 555 million ton to 796 million ton. This is the container traffic. Operating ratio, major ports are increasing over the year, and the operating ratio is in the rupees spent, that is 48 from 53. Before that it was 48. Now पहले यहाँ 53 रुपीज़ लगते थे ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट में, अभी ये 48 रुपीज़ लगते हैं. ठीक है, दिस इज रिड्यूस्ड. सो ओल्डेस्ट मेजर पोर्ट जो है दैट इज कोलकाता पोर्ट, एंड न्यू जो है इस कोलकाता पोर्ट इज नाउ इट्स नेम हैज बीन चेंज्ड, एंड नाउ दिस इज नोन एज ए श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी पोर्ट. Only one major riverine port. If someone is asking only one riverine port, that means it is Kolkata port. Mumbai port in India is the largest natural port. So natural port is which one? That is Mumbai port. And Kamajar port, that is a Nor port in the Tamil Nadu, is the only corporatizing port registered in the company. So Kamajar port, that is a Nor port of the Tamil Nadu, is the only corporatizing port. That is the Kamajar port. Okay. So efforts that has been taken to improve the functioning of the ports, overall monitoring, Sagar Manthan dashboard. This is regulate the monitoring projects. Next is real-time tracking like Sagar Setu application, Sagar Manthan. Now Sagar Setu application is also there. Trade facilitation like National Logistic Portal. This logistic portal will enable the National Maritime Single Window Platform, importer, exporter and service provider. Monitoring of the port performance indicators Sagar Unnati. So Sagar Unnati This Sagar Unnati is for the monitoring of the trade performance, and that is implementing dashboard for the monitoring major ports in the Turna round times. Okay, so that is the performance indicator like Turna round times. So monitoring is with the Sagar Unnati, and overall monitoring, that is Sagar Manthan dashboard, and real time tracking with the Sagar Setu application. Tracking is with the Sagar Setu. So Sagar and Setu. Setu is for the tracking, and the Sagar Unnati. Unnati is for the monitoring and the port performance. And Sagar Manthan is also for the overall monitoring and trade facilitation and logistics. So this is all about the trade related issue. Now next will be our service sector. So this is manufacturing sector is completed today.